Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Command Center, where we like to put our favorite commander, maybe even yours, front and center. And you know we can't do that unless we play those three dreadful letters, EDH. What does it stand for today, Hadoken?
What y'all looking at me for? Y'all should know this by now. You know what? It's cool. It's cool. I understand. You know, we fresh back from exploring. So it stands for Enduring Debilitating Horrors. That's right. It's spooky out there, people. The sun is getting lower at night. People are running around butt naked. You know, Dunkin' Donuts is open. It gets real nasty out there. And you know what? Innistrad is a thing. But before we go down this rabbit hole, we need to give a shout out.
That's right. We always want to shout out our newest patrons and those who contribute to the Mana Squad. And today we're shouting out Yannick Gomez.
Thank you, Gomez, for believing in what we do. And because you did shout us out, you know we got to shout out your favorite commander.
Favorite commander is Oloro. And Derek, our co-host, wants to explain Oloro.
Oloro was back in the day before they realized Eminence was a mistake. And they're like, let's not even name it. Let's just do this. And it is a card that kind of sits on its throne in the command zone, and you gain life every turn.
That's a lie.
Gain 2 life every... Is it upkeep? At some point your turn, you gain life.
That's a lie. It's the laziest commander ever seen in this world. It just sits there and does nothing but scratches his butt.
What I love so much about Oloro is Oloro used to be a boogeyman back in the day. That's crazy. And like looking at it now, it's the most like fair commander ever, and I'm a big fan of seeing it. But yeah, it used to be scary. And now you look at Chulane, Corvold, Turgrid, everything else, and you're like, just Oloro, come to me, love me. But yes, shout out. Oloro is a solid choice.
So, Innistrad is a thing. And as we were going through the mythic spoilers that we love and cherish so much, we noticed something. The art in this set is banging.
Bonkers.
Like, it's some stuff I'm looking at that, you know what, I'm going to have to sleep with the lights on because there's some things out there that I'm like, not in my house.
Is that chest haunted?
I ain't gonna find out because it ain't going in my house.
Nope.
What's that bump in the night? I don't know. You go find out.
All I know is it's not in my house.
Exactly. It's the banging at my door. This ain't my door. This ain't my house because I'm not in it no more. So you see what we going with? It's a lot of spooky stuff down in there.
Quick aside, speaking of spooky stuff, not to cut you off, but just to
it.
show you that the Mana Squad would survive in a horror movie scenario. We took a trip together at one point and did show up at a haunted B&B.
Oh my God.
Yes.
I forgot about that. We almost died.
Yes.
Long story short, Florida. So.
But we did what horror movie people don't do. We showed up. We saw boarded up doors.
And we left.
We heard groans and screams. And we said, screw this when we got a hotel. So do that. Don't investigate.
Oh, I blocked that from my memory because,
I did too.
Therapy. So anyway, Innistrad. So it's a bunch of cards in the arts in this set that we saw, and I was like, let's go through the list and talk about some of the favorite things that we see right now. And who wants to go first?
So I'll go first. We'll just go straight down the line.
Okay.
So one of the first arts I want to talk about is Siphon Insight. Okay. It's on a Dimir card, and it's just very simple. It's a lady creature maybe thing laying on laying in a cut, and there's a guy and a girl laid out like she just put them to sleep. So yeah, I just love the art. I just love that she's just looking so devious in it, and like, what can you do? Can you stop her? I don't know. So that's why I like the art.
She reminds me of Lady Gaga from American Horror Story Hotel. There's a scene where she's literally doing that whole situation.
Okay. I wouldn't know because that's spooky, and I don't watch that.
All right, so for my number 3 pick, I'm cheating, and we're doing a tie because they're both kind of, I feel like they're related. So the first one is going to be Flesh Taker, which is just, I expect to wake up one night and Flesh Taker standing outside my window,
like
just staring at me.
Yeah, I look out my window, like, I don't know why, but 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, I would just get up and look out my window, and that's standing there.
I remember I saw somebody on Twitter make a good point too, because when you first look at it, it looks like it's like a Minotaur, but then you read that it's a human assassin, and you realize somebody put the head of a Minotaur on.
Yes, I did read that. I forgot
who said that, but thank you for giving me ideas.
That was the exact first thing I noticed.
Yeah, it's what do you do?
One thing I noticed about this card is, if it's in my house, he definitely ain't paying rent. So, and if it's inside my house, I don't live there no more. Those are the 2 things that I know.
It's his house now.
I live at the Holiday Inn down the street. So if I do see this, you can have anything you want, and I don't live here.
And the reason I'm tying this is because I feel like this ties in with another card, the Meathook Massacre. Because, look, Flesh Taker, you look like you're just innocent standing there. Oh, no, I'm just holding a cleaver. It's an accident. I didn't murder your whole family. But you're definitely the one responsible for the Meathook Massacre. Because, one, I'm just I'm in love with it. It is just body parts hanging. There's a person with the cleaver just chopping stuff.
That is gross.
It is wonderful. I want the backstory. Who get a whole like magic novel on the Meathook massacre? Because I want to know what else is happening.
And is he related to Massacre Girl?
Is he? Whose meat is on the hook? I don't know. There's so many questions.
It's even more disgusting than that. If you look, it's off the meat rack. That means he literally pulled it off and threw it on the floor. Not only is he unhygienic, he's also a murderer, and I don't get down with that. If you're gonna butcher me, you better do it properly and in a hygienic way.
And
you don't know
and sanitary.
exactly. Yeah. You better put some MSG on there.
Sanitarily.
Yes, sir. We from the TI School of Speaking. So anyway, going to my first pick. You know him, you love him. He right behind us over there. It's T Breezy, also known as Teferi, who slows the sunset. First of all, baller name, all right? Slows the sunset. I control the sun. Second of all, I know why he controlled the sun, because he let the light out on this plane. That's right. You see all this spooky stuff? Actually, look at the photo. Look at the photo of Teferi. He looked like he showed up in Innistrad. It was like, nope.
No. I'm out.
Yo, I thought you made that name up. Who slows the sunset? I thought you were making a joke.
No.
That is the coolest name I've ever heard.
That is the hardest name ever.
I didn't know that.
He
That's
showed
amazing.
up, he saw all these creatures, and instantly opened the portal to go back home. This is the Sam Jackson of the Teferi cars, because he throwing all types of MFs and heading out.
He said, "Not my plane.
Not in this plane. Not snakes. No snakes on this plane. I'm out.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a vampire in Brooklyn joke here somewhere, but we haven't got to the vampire set. So I'm gonna go to my second, and this is just one of the most disturbing things that I saw. It's called Croaking Counterpart. It's a sorcery that basically turns creates a token as a copy of a target non-frog creature, and then it creates a green frog, 1/1 green frog. And this thing is just looking at your soul, like it knows that you're looking at the card. It's one of the spookiest, like.
To any of you Futurama fans out there, you know the Hypnotoad? This is his cousin. This is the one that sells drugs and the family don't like to talk about. This is the one that ain't invited to the barbecue.
Is it riding a goose?
Probably, or a heron. I'm pretty sure it's a heron.
That sounds. Yeah. My question is, because like it turned into a frog. Mm-hmm. What in the world is riding a heron before it turns into a frog? Is some dude just chilling on the back of a heron?
So yeah, it's just creepy because the heron is looking this way, but the frog is looking that way. Like, I know you're looking at
that frog's giving us the look.
Yeah,
you know, like the look.
The look. I believe you have a card next, right?
I do have a card. So what I'm gonna go with for my number, I guess these aren't in no particular order, but I love Ludovic, and my favorite thing about Ludovic is the fact that it turns into a
zombie thing,
centipedian slug monster with saws for feet and tentacles. That's like the most random sense. It is freaking beautiful. It is straight out of Bloodborne. Like, this is 100% gonna be a boss in a future Bloodborne or Dark Souls game. I just love the artist. It looks like Ryan Pancoast freaking killed it, because it's just so creative. As far as like, if you had to make up some monstrosity that Ludovic would turn into, give me 100 tries, I'm never gonna guess centipede, slug, sawfoot, tentacle man. Like, never would have guessed it.
Looks like something from Rick and Morty.
It's beautiful.
It looked like it came from a Robert Rodriguez fever dream. I swear. So somebody was on something when they decided to create this card. Like I tell people, look at the artist of this card and then go look in their basement.
No. Thank you, artist of this card. I love you so much. We don't want to look in your basement.
I want to check your internet history too. Now, on to the next card. There's this card out there called Heirloom Mirror. Now, I looked at this card and I peed my pants a little bit because it brought back memories. I remember seeing this in my grandma's house in the attic. That's right, she had a mirror just like this. And one night, went up there, hey, it could have been a candle or it could have been a demon. I'm going with demon because I was a child. And then I decided never go back to that attic again.
Never again.
There we go with Heirloom Mirror. Look at the creepiness of this card. It seems that it will look like it will see shiver and doo-doo down your spine in that order. And then it flips. What is it flips to? A demon. The very thing I was afraid of. And then look at the way it's coming out the mirror. Like, I'm coming for your soul, but I'm going for your breakfast first. So not only is it going to eat your meal, it's going to eat you next, and now you're going to be hungry and dead.
In that order.
Ken, were you one of those kids that used to just say, like, Bloody Mary or whatever in the mirror over and over to mess with your friends?
No, I was one of those kids saying, "Please don't hit me. I'll wash the dishes."
I mean, okay, but like, either way,
we are talking about horror stories.
Yeah, said I already know you weren't messing around with Bloody Mary or anything like that.
No, of course not, because I like to live.
All right, well,
I'm not taking a chance.
Neither did I. I definitely never played those games. What kind of weirdo would do that? Said, what's your card?
It'll be the one time they showed up in a...
Exactly. Out of all the times in the world, but it works at my house. And then I'm sitting there hosting a one arm lady with an eyeball missing. Like, I guess we can play some Golden Eye. I mean, how's your hand-eye coordination?
Wait, hold up. What if Bloody Mary and all these things? What if they're not even like evil? You just like summon them, and then you're stuck entertaining them. Like you got to take care of this like half dead lady now.
The one I feel for is the Beetlejuice because he's just out there willy nilly. I mean, the boogie. Wait, well, what's his name?
Candyman.
Yeah, Candyman. Bloody Mary, and who's the other one?
And Beetlejuice.
Oh,
but what if you just get a roommate? Like, what if you say it 3 times and it's like, joke's on you, I'm not going to kill you, but now you got to pay my bills and pay for my meals, and I'm a roommate that doesn't pay rent? Yeah. Like, that's scarier than someone trying to kill you, yo. Like, try to stab me, but I can't pay any more bills, yo.
So you just found someone off Craigslist. Gotcha.
Basically,
That's all it is. Like, yeah, saying Candyman 3 times, you just go on to Craigslist and back pages.
Yo, we've said Candyman like 6 times already.
Yeah, but we're in front of a camera. Who's that man in that coat? Anyway. Anyway.
All right.
Anyway, let's go to our last round of picks.
All right. Last one I got is Join the Dance. This card is too creepy to be Selesnya.
First of all, you can dance if you want to. You can bring your friends behind. Y'all know what I meant.
Who's behind are you bringing? You can bring your friends behind. I'm cool with that, but like I didn't know that was part of the song.
Hey, I don't know where I am sometimes.
The lyrics are real. All right. So anyway, this is doing what the last card did. I talked about with the frog. Is pulling you this time. The last time the frog stared out at you. This time, this one is trying to bring you in. It looks like so. It's like a fire, and they're celebrating. It's like a cult or something, and they're worshiping something, and is inviting you to join the dance. And no,
Don't do it.
I'm not doing it. I saw Midsummer. Well, I saw 10 minutes of Midsummer.
I saw the last 10 minutes of Midsummer.
That's all I got to say.
Yeah, anytime someone wears like a funny hat crown thing and there's like a fire and they just like stare and tell you to join, just know. I feel like anytime people are dancing in like a fashion like that, in like a circle, you should probably not join.
And that's why I don't go to Burning Man.
Is there a thing like this that happens?
You never been to Burning? I'll tell you later.
Okay, I'm going to give him the answer. So mine is not quite as terrifying in that sense, but to me it is my favorite art in this set because it teases something that I'm hoping for every day. It's Hallowed Respite, or Respite? I don't know English. It's one of the two. Hallowed Respite. It's just the dude from Bloodborne. It's straight up the hunter from Bloodborne is in this art, which makes me just hope that we're going to get a Bloodborne secret layer or full set or just Bloodborne magic in the future. But that's straight up a hunter. Like, I don't know what else that's supposed to be other than a Bloodborne hunter.
It's like you saying, dear God, don't make me choke this person.
Like, yeah, probably. But I just want it. Now we've gotten teased. There's some Vicar Amelia art in one of the Planeswalkers. I'm ready for Bloodborne. Just bring it, Wizards. I will buy that secret layer.
So, going to me and my last pick in this round, I have to go with this card called Rotten Reunion. And one, I love it because it looks like it's an homage to American Gothic, the 1930s painting. Very classic, famous piece of artwork. But I also love it because this looks like what Hansel and Gretel becomes. It looks like they are about that business. It looks like that they are, in every horror movie, these are the last people you're going to see on Earth. So I love what it invokes. I love the whole zombie attitude, even the flavor text. Aunt and Uncle Grayfield love dinner guests.
They're so adorable. Like, those look like the friendliest zombies I've ever seen. Like, they're like, aw, like they just want to have you over.
They literally come from a broken home. Look at the house. It's literally a broken home.
They are destitute. Who do you think who do you think the dinner is at the as they invite the dinner guests?
It's not.
Oh, damn!
You just caught that?
You just called that.
Oh no! I always thought they were gonna feed me.
It's not just that. It's just like look at them. They just evil. It look like they put ketchup on French fries. I mean, you can't trust that.
I'm sad.
Let's close this out.
Anyway, thank you guys for joining us as we went through some of the creepiest aspects of these arts from Innistrad. You know, this new set of the that's coming out, and to set the new stage for standard. And you know, maybe you guys like some of these cards that we mentioned, and if you like them, check out affiliate link at the bottom from TCG. Help yourself out, help out your local game store, and help us out at the same time. But you know what we also want? You guys tell us some of the best art that you've seen in this series and this set that's come out so far. What are you looking forward to? What are the combinations that you want to do? You know, how messed up would it be to wake up in their house? Any of this stuff, let us know at the bottom of the comments.
Oh, we're gonna do one more shout out card that I think is on all of our lists. We didn't talk about the one with the lady in the bed and the ghost behind, right?
Oh, that one. Oh, man. Okay. What was the name of that card? That was my auntie. That it's like the artist drew my auntie because she called 911 if the wind blew too hard. What's that? What's outside my house?
Oh, this is on Dissipate. Yeah, she is reaching for dear life.
She's reaching for the Bible to bless this.
That's the thing from the mirror, isn't it?
No.
That's not the demon from the mirror?
That's the thing from where the wild things are.
Okay.
And you know what that is? That's probably a coat in the closet. That's probably what it is. It's probably a coat sitting on a chair.
My question is, why is she so calm? Like her face is like a.
She is not calm. She is trying to find God.
She looks like, I would not. If that thing was flying at me, I feel like I wouldn't. I don't know. I probably wouldn't be crawling away. I feel like I'd be sprinting.
Let me explain what's going on right now. 1, she's not wearing her glasses. 2, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. 3, the window's open. 4, there's a coat on the chair and the wind pushed it over. She is howling right now. But yeah, as you guys can see, we have all our own interpretation of what's going on. Most of them are wrong. But you know what? Like and subscribe. Thank you guys for tuning in to this channel. Yes, it's gone off the rails, but we don't care. But until next time, not in my house.